he went undercover as a furry. You know, went to a furry convention and wanted to go to one of the famous room parties. Which is pretty weird in itself. Let me just show you. Boom. There it is. There it is. These are the videos he posted before. This was his usual content before that. So this was his usual content. It was just skits. He was a funny guy. No comedy stuff. Pranks. The usual stuff. Nothing too suspicious there, but then he came back. I spent 200 years undercover as a furry, the original. See, because by now there's only a shortened version on his channel, so we had to go into the Internet Archive. And let's just see here what he did there.
Hey lovely people, it's Anthony Poe.
I was like creating like C4 explosives.
Hating on furry.
Thank you, Sigma Paw.
What did it just say? I make
Hating on furry.
publish press for the creator economy. Could I beat Alpha Red in a fight?
Thank you.
I make 200,000 per year working front office Wall Street. So he pretty much acted like a furry for 200 days and made the most obnoxious persona he could.
Sigma Paw.
I'd like to apologize in advance to my friends and to my family and to YouTube and to literally anybody who happens to watch this video. It's the craziest, I'm sorry.
Everybody knows furries. They've been a laughingstock of the internet for the better part of 2 decades, at least as long as I can remember. It's always kind of bugged me a little bit, because I'm like, are furries honestly that bad? That's not the main thing I want to talk about today. I want to talk about furry parties.
So what damn, I just got here and it's already filed. Yeah, welcome name, welcome. So this is something that bugs me. At first he's like, oh, you know, they have a bad web, you know, and I don't think so. I want to see what really is. And then he immediately talks about room parties. So in case you don't know what a room party is, at furry conventions, there will be hotel parties. Like in some hotel rooms, people will make their own parties. It isn't always sexual. There's often most of the times it isn't sexual. It's most of the times like they have a gaming room, you know, they set up something like Mario Kart, karaoke, or it's just drinking and snacks and all this stuff. But what he was after was the orgies. So which is really weird. It's like, you know, I wanted to learn about the BDSM community, so I decided I want to go to the orgy part of it. You know, I immediately want to go to the basement and have that dominatrix step on me. So that is already bad start for me. Bad start for me.
Furry parties have been a topic of discussion on the internet for as long as I've known what a furry is. Furries getting in a room at conventions and exploring each other's bodies. I've seen
yeah, so not really what it is sometimes, but no, not like this.
So many videos about furries in my time here on YouTube, but I have never seen a video about furry parties. Are they?
Yeah, why would someone put you're just not looking at the right side. Don't look at YouTube. Look at fucking you Pornhub if you want to know this what they do there. Prevent on gay creation. He really did. He really was like, you know what? I really want to look at a furry orgy. That's pretty much what he's saying here.
They real? Who goes to them? Are they bad? The past year since I had quit YouTube, I've done 2 things. 1, work for Mr. Beast. And 2,
this is a vacation.
Roleplay as a furry for 200 days.
Here's a quick montage to hide how lame it is to be a YouTuber unboxing a fursona.
Oh, fursona, in case you didn't know, is an anthropomorphic animal
I
character
hate this dude already so much.
adopted as an
Hi Ash, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Fur Talk.
idealized or stylized representation of oneself. My fursona's name was Sigma Paws, and this would bite me in the ass later when
Fucking Sigma Paws. I watched a few TikToks he made as Sigma Paws. Literally the most obnoxious form of furry there can be. Like bragging about money, trying to rate how much he could take someone in a fight. Really the most obnoxious kind there could be.
when I tried to register for events and no one took me seriously. Now, how was I going to determine the existence of these furry parties? Well,
Going to a furry convention!
I really needed to immerse myself in this culture, right? I can't just show up to these conventions and then gain their trust as a non-furry. Now, this Sigma Paws fursuit was only $700 all up, all in, which is very cheap for the furry community, which only made the challenge of getting into one of these furry parties even more
$700 for a fursuit isn't bad. Gotta say. The name is kind of funny, but I also know nothing about furry culture. Listen, many names.
difficult. Now, in my quest to fully commit to the bit, I tried to wear the costume as much as I could for 200 days straight. I would work in it, I would go places in it, I would post content as my fursona.
What's your excuse? Yep, pretty much just the head and him being topless. Alpha, Sigma, furry's motivation.
I uploaded roughly once every 2 to 3 days and started building a pretty consistent fan base. Also started getting a lot of haters.
Stop hating on furries!
He literally, like I just said, he literally became the most obnoxious kind of furries there can be.
Communicated with my fellow furries.
Hey cutie, love the videos.
I'm not allowed near schools.
Yay, immediately a pedo joke. Hahaha, so funny. We are not talking about futa today, Q. Fuck off.
Hey Sigma, just wanted to let you know I saw your recent video about that pig's head.
Whoever sent me the severed pig head, fuck you!
Don't let them get to you, buddy. They don't deserve
Oh, fuck you so hard, my dude. I hate him.
you.
Thank you so much.
I live streamed a couple times.
They you coming straight to my live Daniel. I fuck on your bitch and my sandals.
Now, although I reached 1,000 followers on the Sigma Paws TikTok, it's not like exactly where I wanted Sigma Paws to be going into the convention. That being said, I got posted on cringe subreddits all the time.
Maybe
Is
because
Cody
you're
Co
cringe.
a top or a bottom?
I don't think it's a fursuit. I don't think it's a fursuit that people found cringe.
Bottom, obviously.
I have more money than you! Get a life!
Okay, I will say, as someone with some experience in the furry community, at least it's like that here, most furries work in IT and have a good money. But talking about the money they have is very cringe and frowned upon. This is the OG version. I will, when the stuff on he finally got to the furry party comes, I will take it off the screen though, because this is just disrespectful.
If they had good money, they wouldn't have such an ugly fursuit, lol.
I'm really starting to get a feel for the furry community.
So after spending 200
Fuck
days
you.
as Sigma Paws, I took a 7-hour drive up to the furry convention. But I wouldn't be arriving without a plan. Starting with suiting up, I have 2 special guests that also need fursuits, so I gotta get them fursuits. Then after that, attending events. I don't want to immediately, put my neck out there. I want to go to like dances and panels and stuff like that. After that, I'm gonna start
This guy isn't a real furry, he doesn't have computer science degree for real. And something that already bothers me very much with him, that he wants to go to this furry community and even has this plan of getting to one of the room parties. I will now go on a little tangent here. Furries is not just, yeah, they are cringe and stuff. It's a kind of safe space for the gays, as we are. It's a queer safe space for many people, And him just being like, yeah, I want to go one of their orgies, and see what they are doing there. This is just so disrespectful. And I don't even know how he could have the fucking idea that this is okay. Like, it really boggles my mind how you'd get this idea, like, yeah, I wanna go to this gay orgy, Brother leg humping in the OG video was when I finally started screaming, brother, what?
marketing directly. I have a couple funny ideas prepared, and then hopefully that leads to me getting into a party. That's not the final step, though. The final step STD test.
Maybe he shows in the clothes. Ha, STD test joke. Yeah, he makes it funny here, but again, as someone from the inside, you know. Actually, if you go to one of these orgies, there will often be people who ask you to take an STD test along because, you know, you don't want to have an orgy where someone could give you all the STDs.
Step 1. I had 2 people helping me with this whole thing. Number 1, YouTuber Ben of the Week, and more importantly, my cameraman, Travis.
If you guys are gonna come to this convention, you guys need outfits. So I've prepared a bunch for you guys, and I'll let you pick. So yeah, this is the first one. Ta-da! Garfield costume. This one's a good one.
Dog.
Wait, something's like coming over me.
How do you figure out what animal you wanna be as a furry? You go with the flow, whatever feels right. Some just pick their favorite animal. Sometimes you're just like, yes, this is so me. Didn't they get laughed off with the internet by furries? Yeah, because he was just mega cringe. But some try to be supportive, you know, if you just see a fellow furry, who you think is trying, you know, maybe trying a bit too hard, and insider info on furry orgies. You know, because, like I said before, I think I talked about it before, that I used to work at a adult toy shop, and through my boss there and some co-workers, I actually got in this is how I got into the furry community at first, because they were some of the people that threw these room parties. And I often helped them set up, or we set up a convention, we helped organize something. Like, I saw the rooms, this all happened there, okay? I helped doing it.
By the way, also, if we do anything embarrassing, immediately... Travis! His name is Travis! His name is Travis!
After Ben got into his fursuit and Dawn named Dragon D's, we were ready to go.
Travis?
Wait. Before I even got to the convention, I started making friends.
What's your guys' names? Drewski. Quali. Drewski, Quali, nice to meet you. I'm Sigma.
Although initially surprised to meet famous comedian Drewski at a furry convention, I quickly became his friend. I was afraid my cheap-looking fursuit would scare people away, but being around Ben was actually a blessing in disguise, because his fursuit sucked. Anyways, before we got into some of the meat of the convention, we found ourselves enjoying some of the fantastic events, like Furry Parade!
Okay, this one here looks dope.
Because of this parade, I knew there was over 3,000 people at this event, and that made me feel good about my odds of getting into a furry party. So
imagine going to any kind of going to a pride parade or something, and you're just like, yeah, so where are the gay orgies I heard about? Because this is not the room parties, you know, where they play Mario Kart. He wants into the room parties where the where the freaky stuff happens.
Sword fighting!
Careful, don't hit hard.
Yeah. What is wrong with you?
We did a bunch of activities like this. We were at this convention for 3 days, by the way. The first real step I wanted to take was to interview people and ask them if they knew about these parties. But you could only interview people at this con if you had a press pass, which, like, how was I supposed to get a press pass?
I got hired to run the Furry of the Week section of furryweekly.com.
So honestly, I might just go ahead and like invite you to join the team.
Lil Uzi.
Yeah, so fun little fact. Where is he? Here, Boeing Cave actually also talked about the topic. I really recommend his video. He made a really good cover of it. And he actually asked the ones from the one where he was supposed to do an article for.
Of the Week section of furryweekly.com.
I know what you're thinking. So, yes, I did go and try to find what Sigma Pause.
Yeah, he corrected the word people. It's really just disrespectful. It's just insane. Like, at first, when you just see the title of the video, you think, oh, that is, you know, could be a funny concept, should be kind of a funny concept. But then when you saw just how disrespectful he was about the whole thing, while the ones he talked to were pretty much nice to him, it's really
wrote for free.
All I remember from cons is Deadpool having a dance with Jesus on Sunday, and also a Spider-Man getting absorbed by a crowd of Deadpools.
Weekly. While I was searching, I did find this nice article by Danielle, The Christmas Tale of Lorfi and Levu.
Yeah, so he talked to the Furry Weekly about this.
You see, Li Vu had just received his fursuit, but suffered an apartment fire only a week later, which destroyed the suit as soon as he'd gotten it. I wanted to recreate that happiness for him, especially after such a distressing event, Lorfy said. So he went and recreated the entire suit as a gift.
Aww.
Like, holy shit, like that's actually amazing. Furry of the Week is a regular segment that's all about spreading positivity within our community. And this was the segment that Anthony claimed he'd taken on. But wait, like, I can't seem to find anything credited to Sigma Paws anywhere on the site.
So honestly, I might just go ahead and like invite you to join the team.
Lil Uzi or Playboy Cardi?
Yeah, that was me on the phone. I was made aware of him actually being a YouTuber pretty quickly after he posted his video. So I've been wondering how many people he actually made contact with on behalf of Furry Weekly. No, though, he never did any work for us.
Yeah, so he used pretty much the saying, oh yeah, I'm working with the Furry Weekly to get interviews with people, but never wrote anything for them.
I haven't watched his full video, but from what I've heard, it just seems like he used Furry Weekly as a cover to try and interview some people, but it never resulted in anything for us. He indeed just asked to join. I wanted to give him a shot.
He asked to join. The owner was the president and editor of Furry Weekly. Yeah, sure. Was nice enough, you know, give him a shot, and was like, yeah, sure. And he just used it to get some information that he can use in a shitty video. And never came back to them, apparently.
And when I messaged him asking when I could incorporate him into our team, he didn't message me again.
So, he ghosted them. He bragged about getting the credentials to write a small, feel-good column, interviewed people under false pretenses, and disappeared once he got what he wanted. I think I hate YouTubers now.
Sadly, you are a YouTuber. But yeah, that's just one of the shitty things he did, you know? They were like, ah, yeah, we give this guy a shot. Fun fact, Yeshua is one of the forms of Jesus Christ's name. Do what you want, but do with that what you will. I will. But yeah, that's one of the shitty things he did. Like, the dude sounded so nice on the phone. He was like, yeah, we wanted to give this new guy a shot, you know? And then he never came back to us and just used a name. Like, this is not how you do this shit.
Or Playboy Cardi?
What?
Lil Uzi or Playboy Cardi?
I don't know what those really
are. Are you into the fun side of the furry community, or are you more into the dark side of the furry community?
The fun side, of course.
Yeah.
I wasn't really getting anywhere, and this guy started speaking in Chinese. And I was about to quit until I heard this.
My friends are hosting a little party this weekend. It's going to be a blast.
Oh, really? Furry party?
Not anything NSFW.
Okay.
As soon as she says, oh, we do a party. We do one of the pool parties. But nothing NSFW. Oh, fuck. Like, it's so weird how someone tries to get into an OG type of thing. It's just gross.
Do a lot of people here do that?
I think it's at every furry convention if you look for it.
She thinks it's at every furry convention if you look for it. So now it was time to look for it. Now the first plan was to go into the expo hall and talk to people who looked like they would be attending these furry parties.
Oh, Sigma-chan, would you want to buy me the Night Terror blanket tapestry for $200?
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Okay. Now I didn't find any leads there, and it was probably in part because I had a
and they're making fun pretty much of everything that's there.
Giant camera following me, but I did find a bunch of furry smut magazines. Now the weird part about this is that this is completely in the center of the expo hall. Like, you could just...
Okay, that is something I had a problem with. Because, like I said, I helped with some of those conventions. And usually, at least here, I can only speak for the ones you know. For the ones I know. Usually, it's those conventions have, like, different departments, you could almost say. Different segments. Like, when you get in, you show your ID and get your little wristband or card or whatever you get there. And if you're a minor, you get a different one than the ones the adults get. Sometimes you need to pay extra to get into the NSFW area. So that is something that really irked me. Like I said, you need this special thingy that shows you're an adult and maybe even paid extra. And then you can only go to the SMOT area or NSFW area when you have this. They are very strict with the controls there, from my experience. So this is something I don't really buy from him, that this was just there in the middle of everything normal. People combine all sorts of stuff with not safe for work. I don't see why furries doing it is such a big deal. Yeah, but like I said, usually it's pretty much in a different area. This is why I'm like, But again, I don't know which convention this is. So I can just speak from the ones I know.
Wander in here if you're like an 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old. There was literally like 100 of these.
Maybe don't take your kid to a furry convention also.
Booths, and there was even stuff written by a guy named Sigma, and they didn't even check for my ID when I purchased it.
A little higher.
I purchased it.
Yeah, because your ID usually gets checked at the front. Best man win.
Oh, it's a femboy.
That's a femboy? Wait, did they thought that was a woman? Are they stupid? Wait, let me see this again. Boop.
A little higher.
I purchased it.
Oh,
What in here looks like a woman? What? Are they stupid?
it's a femboy. It was a guy. It was a guy.
The next place I was going to look for people was going to be at these furry dance competitions. There's 2 dance competitions. There's the freestyle dance competition, and then there's the actual dance competition. Now, for the actual dance competition, I prepared a full
skill issue on the parents' part at this point.
Choreographed dance, as well as my own song. I submitted a video as to what my dance was going to be to the judges, and they said I didn't even have to come to the preliminaries.
My entire life I was bullied. Nobody loved me for who I was, so I became somebody that I wasn't. And it's taken me a long time to become the person that I am now.
I knew that if I won the finals for something
Poor got femboy pilled in a furry convention. Yes.
like this, I would get into a free party. So to prepare, I decided to join the freestyle dance battle. And maybe if I won this, people would also want to get naked with me, I think. Jokes aside, this dance...
How is he so obsessed with people getting naked with him? What is this? Does bro just want to go to an orgy? You can do this somewhere else, dude. You don't need to get to fake being a furry for that. Are you retarded? I swear to God.
This battle would go from the most impressive dancer of all time to exactly the type of person that you're thinking of right now. Awesome.
Sigma Paws doesn't know how to actually dance, but he can do a bunch of Magic Mike stuff. And against all odds, he actually made it to the finals.
11.
This victory was short-lived, however, because I got my ass kicked by somebody in a rat tail. It was a very humbling experience to
get fucked.
Get my ass kicked by somebody in a rat tail.
Funny how he mentioned this twice.
All my plans to prove the existence of furry parties were failing. At this point, I lost pretty much all hope. But I still had an ace up my sleeve.
I'd been making tons of friends throughout the convention and DMing them constantly. And I was getting hit on a decent amount, so I thought...
Yeah, what do you expect? Well, either way, my hole is open for you, and I can guarantee there's no risk at the con. I'm very caring Dirk at the heart. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm gonna hit the sack tonight. You're so sweet, though. Hope you have a great rest of your night till I hit you tomorrow. Yeah, what do you think will happen if you hit on the people? God.
One of these would lead into a furry party.
However, I had a bit, a really dumb bit that I thought was funny.
Business cards.
If you're having an orgy, invite me. Oh no, a furry. Yes, it is indeed a furry. Quantum.
Printed these on Staples?
Yeah, I had to walk in.
What the fuck?
Yeah, phone number on the back too. And then if that doesn't work, we throw our own.
Oh my fucking god!
I'm having an orgy. You're invited. God, I hate this dude so much.
And so, I got
I feel dude just really wants to fuck.
I had printed 250 of each of these cards, and my plan was to distribute them throughout the convention. When I found somebody that I thought would fit the bill of being in these furry parties, I was just going to give it to them and be like, hey, let me know. But I put one down on a random table at the convention.
Like, imagine a dude coming towards you. It's like, hey, at a convention. Hey, if you're having an orgy later, let me know. Like, this is just creepy.
as a joke.
I received an
I'm not the one hosting it, but I can get you the link.
What have you done?
My heart's beating. That's really
I
crazy.
would want, yes, same. This is like, okay, even if I had an orgy, I would be like, this dude is way too desperate. I will not invite him to my orgy.
It's not the only thing that's gonna be beating.
This may look like the face
Gotta go to the sales floor. Bye, guys. Bye, Tusky.
of a happy person, but it's actually the face of a man about to have a face full of fur. Naked fur. And this is Travis's finger
Haha, naked fur. Let's go.
because he doesn't know how to use the camera.
Why is there fur? Because we're talking furry. That's why.
Let's go. Wait, what are we? Wait, Anthony. No.
Chris, stop the spoilers. I swear to God.
And just like that, I was added
It's real.
to the chat.
It's actually
One more spoiler and you get into the cage.
100% real. This must be what Oppenheimer felt like when he discovered the nuclear bomb.
Joke business cards. Like, this wasn't supposed to be real. This was fake. It was dumb. It was a stupid.
Guys, I asked for the furry orgy and someone invited me to the furry orgy. God, guys.
That one business card got me invited to 5 furry parties. So now I had a decision to make as a grown adult. Do I get naked with a bunch of furries and let them explore my body? The party I decided on had 11 people in the group chat, ranging from 45 to 19 to gun furries.
That's so lit.
What the fuck? And now I can't really show a lot of this on YouTube. In fact, I'm pretty sure this video is demonetized already.
Yeah, you shouldn't show those on YouTube, you asshole.
So please like it and comment.
Please fuck. Also, please fuck.
He just posted his full cock in the chat, okay?
Yeah, what do you expect in a fucking orgy server?
Holy shit, I cuddle so much. Here's a photo of my wiener.
If everyone's alright with it, I wouldn't mind recording a few parts too. Thinking about pretty boys. I'm painfully attracted to certain Minecraft content creators.
They don't mean you, my guy. They don't mean you.
And a huge outlier, Schlatt. Oh, and Charlie Slimesicle. Broke out the whole roster, broke out the whole roster, broke out the whole... Yo, Minecraft YouTubers, I'm gonna be thinking about you tonight on my journey.
There was still a decent amount of time until the furry party, so we went to a panel on how to be an influencer.
So raise your paws, hands, if you are on TikTok.
I don't care. I be speaking fucking Spanish. Me gusta el helado. Hold up. That means I like ice cream. Hold up. I'm with your girly and she's...
God, stop. Stop being cringe. Stop being cringe for one moment, please.
Hold up.
Ben didn't take it very seriously, though. He faked getting swatted.
Someone called in to, like, the police saying that I was, like creating, like, C4 explosives.
And I used the opportunity to dox my cameraman as much as I could.
I work on Wall Street, and I do some, like, social media stuff on the side. Travis, he's my friend. Travis says that. Travis talked about that. Travis said that.
Ah, so funny. Isn't he funny?
Like, that's what I don't want to speak too much on behalf of you, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was good. Thank you.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you, do you hear me?
T-minus 2 hours until the furry party, I had a decision to make.
Call my mom.
That's so funny.
I got invited to one.
They're furries, cringes in their blood. Yes, but he's a fake furry, so he shouldn't be this cringe. He is even cringer than the furries.
Oh my god, Anthony.
Why is he telling his mom?
But I have to go!
Oh, I want to see the video.
Huh?
What?
Just like, maybe like somebody's ass from behind.
Mom!
No, I'm not giving you permission. I'm just...
I wanted this, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
I wanted to go to the gay orgy and now I'm freaking out.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna get HIV and a furry.
Haha, HIV, funny, haha. God, he's so disrespectful. Like, I'm really sawing out over here, I'm sorry. Maybe this video is just a roundabout way for him coming out, you know what, I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow, nice cock. Whoa, it's getting steamy in here. What? What's that? Fan of the week and Travis wanna join? Okay.
What? I'm not even. Dude, Sigma Paws has come so far. Think about it like this. Purchase the worst fursuit head of all time.
Wow, now he's trashing on the fursuit, you know? Also a big no-no. Especially if it's something you bought. Because people really put a lot into it who make them. Like, come on.
And then get invited to a huge furry, win a dance competition.
He didn't.
Gonna win tomorrow.
And with only about 30 minutes until the party, I was having a mental breakdown. Even role-playing didn't make me feel any better.
I'll see you guys on the other side. He's getting molested.
Ha 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 ha. He's going to get molested at the orgy he's going to willingly.
The first thing I attended was a no-clothes party, for lack of a better term. Now,
Okay, this is the part where I will give you something else to look at. Because what he did there is quite bullshit. Because he actually filmed the parties he went to. Let me put something on for you guys. What do we have? What do we want? ADHD? ADHD videos? Do we want the bubbles? The bubbles, the colors, or the spacecraft? What do we want? You get to choose. This we have the bubbles. Okay, first come, first serve. Put on the bubbles. Music off.
I begrudgingly went to the hotel room where this was happening. The hotel room that is, by the way, in the exact same hotel as the convention.
One more I spoil. One more I spoil. Now I'm getting fucking blackmailed here. But we live in a democracy. We want space. Okay, we get the space. Space. Bubble. Decide, guys. Furries in space. Okay. 3 for space.
Convention itself, and was immediately greeted with a big schlong.
Yeah, what do you think happens at nude parties?
Is this the news video? Is that right?
Literally, I just told them my name was Sigma, and they said I could enter as long as I took my clothes off. Now, I had a choice here. Do I commit to the bit and get naked with a bunch of furries, or do I say, I did it, I proved the existence of these things, I can leave now? Of course I left. Nah, I'm just kidding, I got naked.
I got the inversion of Telegram. Wait, what's your name? You can call me Sigma.
Everyone is completely naked. There's maybe 2 people in their fursuits, so I like awkward.
So he went to a nudist party. And was surprised that everyone was nude. And that he had to get nude too. Like, this is just so fucking disrespectful. Because, you know, this is a safe space for these people. They don't get to do this every time they want. This is really the special time for them where they get to live this out. And then you have this fucking dude coming in there and being like, I'm doing it because the content. This is so fucking content-brained. I swear.
Awkwardly get directly in the center of the bed, and I'm sandwiched in between like 4 people on either side. And I am naked, by the way, so this is already like way past what I was expecting to do.
Everybody was just petting each other and talking. It was actually kind of wholesome, if you remove all of the context.
But then, the person sitting next to me...
Yeah, because some of these, you know, it's not all about sex. Sometimes it's just... He like, that's it, Chris. That's it. Into the cage. Into the cage with you, Chris. Shame upon ye. Shame. Okay, let me try something else. I want to do the autism calming video. Put it over here. This will be easier for me to pause. Let me just figure this out really quick. At source. At new source. Fuck. This isn't it. Let me do this. This. And then we do... Where is it? Where is it? I can do this. Wait a minute. Just wait a little minute. With this? No. There. Bam. Put this over here. Whoop. Then you can look at the spacecraft. No, not like this. Let me put it in theater mode. There we go. God damn it, why is it always fucking me up? Why does it never work like I want? Fuck it. Yes. Now I fucked it up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. I did an oopsie. I did an oopsie. There we go. Now it's back. Great. Okay, back to ADHD spacecraft. Do it this way. I'm still figuring some stuff out, okay? I'm sorry. I'm just fucking up here.
He mentioned that there was a bona fide
Splashy splashy for quantum. How can I say no to quantum? You get your splashy splashy. There you go, quantum. There you go.
furry party happening the floor above us. I took the person up on their offer and went to the bona fide furry party. So I make my way upstairs with this like random person that I had just met.
Yeah, I want to see like fucking Tommy and
I was pretty nervous that what I was going to see next was going to permanently be etched into my brain. There was a guy who I can only describe as like Discord mod, who was kind of like the
Love you too, Quantum. Also, he's going to the second orgy now, and it's like, yeah, so there was this guy who looked like a Discord mod. Fuck you, dude. Just being disrespectful all over the place to the people that invited him because they were probably like, you know, this cringe newbie, he's really looking to join a party, you know, let's just invite him.
The head honcho in this whole thing. He greeted us and was basically like, hey, let's do this thing. And we walk into the room.
There's the largest person I've ever seen in my entire life. He's like 8 feet tall and he's in a black bear fursuit. There's a person straddled to his leg in underwear, thrusting.
After I got into my underwear, I joined the fray.
You joined the fray?
Which that leg? I just. You believe in love?
I'd like to again apologize to my mom who's watching this video.
Now, I didn't want to go the full length with any of these furries, so I was kind of just waiting for the perfect opportunity to leave.
Being a coward at the last minute.
So I pretended to get a call from my roommate and then just left. Seeing Ben after that hour and a half made me feel like I was deployed in Vietnam and I was getting to see my wife after returning home.
I just know it's one.
Honestly, imagine you're one of the people at one of these room parties. Like, you are literally in a safe space, and then you invite some newbie there, you know, who desperately wanted to, for some reason, join an orgy, and later you see this video, where he's just talking about you like this, and it's like, yeah, then I was like a soldier coming back from Vietnam. You choose to do this.
Well, f***ing crazy in there.
Oh, now it's all over you.
The only thing left to do now was to win the dance competition, but in the meantime, we went to a
And they allowed him to record it all, because sometimes people do that, you know, later for private reasons, you know, for private entertainment. So they didn't think much about it when he asked if he could record it. And so he just literally recorded one nudist party and one orgy.
furry rave.
I love furries.
My favorite part of this whole journey was still yet to come. The grand finals for the dance competition that I was told I got an invite to. But before that, let me tell you what I think about furries after being a furry for so long. Most furries know that what they're doing is—
After being a furry for so long. Fuck yourself sideways with a chainsaw.
cringe, which in my head is like the first step towards not being cringe. It's just something that most of them enjoy, and a good chunk of furries also have some sort of neurodivergence.
I'm kind of on the spectrum. I what they call Asperger's.
You know, most of them are also on the spectrum, you know? But that's also really interesting here. He didn't... Sounds like a German day out to me. It is. Yeah, but it's also really interesting. He now puts it on, you know, the furries. They're all on the spectrum. Thanks, Killjoy. I'm the cow. I'm the big honcho cow. Yeah, he's like, oh, they're on the spectrum, you know. But he didn't really talk about how much of a big part it is to the queer community. You know, he didn't mention this once. Because I guess that most of the orgies he was to were pretty much also queer-coded.
It's been a great gateway for me.
Do you think a lot of people in the community face similar challenges?
Yes. In many cases, the furry cons like this, it's easy for you to feel welcome.
I was an anti-furry before I joined the fandom. I made fun of furries. Furries were treating me better than my supposed friends.
Everyone here is just comfortable in their own skin, showing off who they are. I like it a lot. I think it's really cool.
Making fun of people is fine, but bullying people is different. Like, I can recognize that furries are cringy and silly, but also recognize that it's a great community for people who aren't welcomed elsewhere to be. I'm dishing all this heat out.
It's a great community. That's why I fucked over the nice guys who allowed me to have the interviewer badge and film 2 of their parties, you know, without them knowing I'm putting this on YouTube.
Out, and I'm fully understanding that people are going to comment saying that I'm less hot Timothée Chalamet. I should have stayed off YouTube. My haircut sucks, my face sucks, and my nose is too big.
Everything
I understand
sucks,
those things. I'll rate the furry community a solid 8 out of 10.
Now the only thing left to do was to win this dance competition, so I checked the list of finalists. I wasn't on it.
Get fucked.
What the fuck? I was the only person that made their own song, and I didn't get into the finals. And listen, I take losses with stride. I'm not gonna, like, crash the dance competition.
Crash the fucking dance tomorrow.
Literally crashed. He's so disrespectful. Now he crashes the dance competition. He just runs in there once on the stage and is like doing his little bit, you know, just to be the funny guy. This wolf and better with footer. Fuck you, Q. Call in if you have something to say to me, bitch. Like, look at the dude. He's literally trying to get him off the stage.
I'm gonna ask that never happens again, although that was kind of funny to watch.
I have to ask you to never do this again, please. This was just weird. You hear how silent the room is?
I got what I wanted. Feels good, Sigma. I got what I wanted!
I got what I wanted. I crashed an event. Woo.
There's like 100 business cards left. I'm gonna sell them over on anthpo.com.
He sold this for, I think, like... Wait, anthpo.com. Is it still up? Fuck! But I think he pretty much sold them for like $10 a piece.
They're cheap, and I'll give you some exclusive content. Okay.
They're very cheap. Fuck you.
Mwah.
Now he made some extra money from
lovely.
this. Oh. Yeah, that was the full video. And he made an apology because at first, you know, most people were like, ah, funny, funny, haha, cringe furry. But some people were like, nah. So he made an apology. Also at Boeing Kate's video. At 30... I have the timestamp. 44.
This video, Anthony posted an apology on Twitter, which, for clarity...
Man, I have never witnessed you saying it. Listen, this is something I'm passionate about. I have worked with these people. Those are my people.
I will now read in full.
I want to clear up some misconceptions from the furry video. I removed 2 minutes from the video after speaking to one of the people involved, and they asked to be removed. They did not want the situation to become a huge deal. For their sake, I'm trying to avoid doing more damage than I've already done. I did not film audio or video of anything sexual, just cuddling. I'm not here to defend myself, just wanted to clarify. All audio was remade, recording was mentioned beforehand, a phone was visibly set up in the hotel room, and then afterwards—
Yes, because you didn't clarify. There was a few need. You just noticed now. Yeah, this is also here. You know, I did not film audio or anything sexual, just cuddling. That already, I don't know if this is even more uncomfortable. Like, you're there in your little safe space, have your people you feel safe with, cuddling, you know, feeling good, and there's this fucking YouTuber who records that.
everything was heavily blurred or remade entirely.
Oh, thank God it was heavily blurred.
I had spoken to lawyers and checks were done by YouTube. This being said, this does not excuse what I did as anything less than horrible. I'm disappointed in myself and am so sorry to those specifically involved and those who feel betrayed. For those criticizing me for perpetuating stereotypes against the furry community, I want to apologize and emphasize that wasn't my goal in any capacity. I greatly appreciate those of you who
What was your goal then?
reached out with genuine concern. I turned the video into a fundraiser for the Trevor Project.
See,
like, at least he apologized. It's something. You know, we are very forgiving here. We are. And but for me it's just like, how do you even begin to think this is a good idea? Think, oh, you know, I heard there are orgies happen at these places. And I wanted to see if they are real. And so you try to sneak yourself into one of those? Like this goes over my head, how stupid you can be to think this is okay. Yeah, Falji will also call in a bit later. He has also many things to say about this. Any more questions about it, or questions about these furry conventions in general, to someone who helped who helped building them, who helped organizing something. I'm waiting for Falji, god damn it. One time I need him. He's taking his sweet ass time, I swear to God. But as long as we wait for him, you know, in this video, the furries weren't the cringe one. It was the other people.